Hey guys, Jason here from Computer Kick. You can see here this actually says Really Fishing, which is my other YouTube channel. If you like fishing, get over there and check out some of my fishing stuff. What we're working with right now is a thumbnail that we're going to use for one of my YouTube videos that's coming out in a few more weeks. So we've already got the background all done here. This is pretty much what we're going to be using. And then we got this beautiful picture of this handsome man, which is me, obviously. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut me out of this background. As you can see, it's not very pleasant. Who wants to look at that? So let's get rid of it. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I always like to try a few things. So who knows if this is going to work right away, but I always try the quick selection tool first. And we'll just kind of paint over me real fast. Nothing too fancy. We'll just make sure we try and get as much of it as possible. I might even zoom in here and we'll just make sure we get, so I see I forgot some stuff over here, my big ears. I got some more hair over here I could grab, and a piece of my hat. I mean, you don't have to be too good with it. I mean, you're just looking to grab a quick selection. It looks like we pretty much got everything. So once you have everything select, you know right away, look, I'm going to miss all this hair that's over here, and you know, there's some holes in here. I don't want to see the background through that. So most of the time this works. I won't make any promises. I've not actually done this on this picture before, so it might not even work out. But here's what we got. So if you come up to selection and you go refine edge, you can see it puts a mask over everything, so you can see where everything is going to be. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to paint over the areas. So we got some hair here I want to grab. Might be some hair over here. Looks like we got the hat. We can fix this little ardent part up here. I want to grab some more of my ear here. And we're just going to paint over all the areas that might have some beautiful hair that I don't want to miss out on. And you can see, look at that. It snapped to it. Like, look at how perfect that is. All my hair's in there. This side's not too bad, but this side's really good. You can see that it kind of moved over into my ear a little bit, and that's okay. We can fix that afterwards. This is just kind of getting the hair the best that we possibly can. Now what I like to do is I like to put it here as a layer mask, and this is just going to put a layer mask on the existing picture that we're working with. So this way we're not destroying anything. I don't like to destroy anything if I can. I like to kind of preserve whatever I can. So we hit OK, and there it is. That's not too bad looking right away, right? We got our ear here, which is kind of faded out. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see that. So we got our ear that's a little bit faded out. We'll want to fix that. Looks like we got a touch up around the hat here. This Ardent logo is missing. We could probably touch up in and around me just a little bit. But for the most part, that's pretty good. So if you want to touch up the layer mask, just simply come over here, click on the layer mask, make sure the layer mask is selected, and then you're going to want to select a brush. And I like to kind of go for a soft brush, just in case. And you really want to zoom in here. So, whoops, let's undo that. And let's make sure, because we see here that white is the part that we want to reveal and black is the part that we want to hide. So we're going to swap that out because we want to reveal more of my ear. And you can see that, look at that. It's starting to fill it all in. We'll do our best to kind of come near the edge without grabbing too much of what was behind me. And you can see it's got a little bit of my hat here too, so we'll come in and do that. The Ardent, let's get that in there. We want to make sure that's all in there. So there we go. So there's that. Pretty much everything else is pretty good. Let's swap it over though, and let's see if we can take some of these edges and fill them in. So we don't want to go too close in, just kind of the light part, and see how we're getting rid of the background here. There you go. Looks pretty good. Let's zoom out, see what that looks like. Look at that. That looks so much better than it did before. I mean, we could probably even come in here and do a little bit more. And it's okay if you get a little bit of the shirt. The fade in of the shirt's okay, because if you do that, because the background's white, it's probably just going to look like shine from behind anyway. But look at that. That's a perfect cutout. Let's go through. I mean, we got a little bit here. We can zoom in a little bit too far. Let's get rid of a little bit of, there we go. We don't want that to shine through. And so I'm just going to kind of come through here. I might speed up the video a little bit. We're just going to clean it all up. So there we go. That's not too bad. Again, this is just a quick little run through. We want to make sure that we have a nice looking thumbnail, and we don't want to look too cut out. We want to make it the best we can. So I think that this looks pretty good. I won't do too much editing on here, but you can see we've straightened up the outside, we've straightened up along the hat, and the hair looks pretty good, and you can still see the map through it, which is great. So I hope that helps you guys. It's a nice quick edit. This only took me roughly about 5 minutes to do, and it is great for a YouTube thumbnail. So let me know if you liked it. Hit that like button below. Hit subscribe if you want to see some more of this too. See ya. Bye.